do. Good to go? Streaming now? Okay. All right. Good evening, everyone. I'm going to call the January 6th, 2026 special town board meeting to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Rama Subramanian,
Present.
Councilmember Belofsky,
Present.
Councilmember McPartlin.
Here.
Councilmember Brennan.
Here.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Here. Will we all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We use this organizational meeting to make sure that we have done an annual review of some of our appointments and our committees and some other town business that's on our agenda for today. It should be relatively quick, but I'm inviting discussion if there's anything in there that we haven't already talked about. We will begin with our very first one, Resolution 2026-1.
A resolution establishing the dates for the meetings of the town board in 2026.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this? This is a change since we have the recording going and anyone that might be listening live stream. This is a change, and I did have one resident who I knew would reach out about it because she had an opinion about it before. But what I told her is the same thing I would tell anyone. I would happy to take feedback. I'm not absolutely married to the timing, but I would like to try it. We have 4 out of the 5 board members this year with school-age children. And I, for one, feel as though I'm definitely someone who likes to go to bed early, and I dwindle on in the night with my, full capacity to give the best commentary and to go through these meetings. So I'm looking to make it an hour earlier. The board meeting has a public comment section that we've been pushing off a little bit later, which means that the public comment section of the meeting would likely not happen until around 6:30 anyway. And as far as the finance and agenda meeting that we're requesting to do at 5 o'clock for 2 reasons. One, most importantly, is that our department heads typically attend every meeting. Most of them end their day by 5 o'clock, and it would be nice for them to be able to come right into the meeting at the end of the day and then go home instead of going home and coming back. And there is no public comment at that meeting, so you can review it right on your phone on your way home from work, or you can take a look at it later on and certainly email us with any comments about it, which is what happens typically if you're here in person. So I give that context. I think we need to start making sure that these positions look appealing to a broad range of humans. And a lot of us have, family and lives outside of here. And I'd like to make these attractive positions so that we can continue to get the best candidates possible running for these positions. So it's my reasoning behind it. Any other discussion on it? Okay. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Rama Subramanian,
Yes.
Councilmember Belofsky,
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin.
Aye.
Councilmember Brennan.
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes.
5 ayes.
The resolution passes, and these dates will be added by tomorrow to our calendar on the website, as well as our internal calendar here with invitations to all of us. The next one is 2026-2, sponsored by Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
A resolution authorizing the supervisor and deputy supervisor to transact certain town business.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this? Sort of run of the mill. All right. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Rama Subramanian,
Yes.
Councilmember Belofsky,
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin.
Aye.
Councilmember Brennan.
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes.
5 ayes.
The resolution passes on to 2026-3, sponsored by Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
A resolution designating banks and trust companies to be depository funds.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this? Just to give you guys some context, we switched to JP Morgan Chase, I think 3 or 4 years ago. We've been very happy with them. They've been fantastic about making sure that we're utilizing them in the best way possible. They're very communicative. They've been wonderful. The New York State Liquid Asset Fund and NICLAS 2 and 3, we listed them separately because they're in the process of a merger, but this is actually by later this year will be one entity. I believe they're going by NICLAS, but this is where we put all of our investment funds. So anytime we get big chunks of money, we're trying to move them out of our Chase accounts so that we can maximize on the interest that we get for every deposit. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Rama Subramanian.
Close.
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. Councilmember Pulaski.
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin.
Aye.
Councilmember Brennan.
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes.
5 ayes.
Resolution passes. On to 2026-4, sponsored by Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
A resolution designating the official newspaper.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this?
What do we do with the official newspaper?
That is a great question. Do you want to answer that?
So I post all the town public hearings in it. Any type of, the department heads would post any bid specs that they are going out for bid on. That would be posted so people knew when to bid on certain projects.
Thank you for the
You're welcome.
clarification.
Do something else in there too. I can't remember. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Okay, so we have that as the Daily Gazette. Any other discussion? Will the clerk please call a roll?
Councilmember Rama Subramanian.
Yes.
Councilmember Pulaski.
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin.
Aye.
Councilmember Brennan.
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes.
5 ayes.
Resolution passes on to 2026-5, sponsored by Councilmember Belaski.
A resolution appointing a chair to the Planning Board and Zoning Commission.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this? All right. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Rama Subramanian.
Yes.
Councilmember Pulaski.
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin.
Aye.
Councilmember Brennan.
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes.
5 ayes.
Resolution passes 2026-6, sponsored by Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
A resolution establishing mileage and meal reimbursement rate for the town officials and employees.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this?
Supervisor, can you quickly give a 1-minute summary? Like, is it different from last year? Is it just
I believe it
normal
is
to be-
different. I believe we follow the IRS.
Yeah. It's following the IRS, but it went up, I think, 2.5 cents.
Yes. Oh, wow. Yeah, it did. So anytime that we have anyone that needs to be reimbursed for travel for town business, we just follow the IRS, but we need to set it in order to reimburse it. So we just have to say it specifically.
Thank you.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Rama Subramanian.
Yes.
Councilmember Pulaski.
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin.
Aye.
Councilmember Brennan.
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes.
5 ayes.
The resolution passes on to 2026-7, sponsored by Councilmember Brennan.
A resolution authorizing the town firefighters to act as town fire inspectors.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
The background on this is that our Fire District 1 has done, we've actually started to do quite a few of the fire inspections ourselves, but we as the town just have to enable them to do it by resolution. And they've been great with us, so. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Ramasama Subramanian.
Yes.
Sorry.
You're going to get it, like meeting one, you know?
Councilmember Pulaski.
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin.
Aye.
Councilmember Brennan.
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes,
5 ayes.
the resolution passes 2026-8, sponsored by Councilmember Belofsky.
A resolution appointing individuals to the Complete Street Committee and designating a chair.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this? I don't think there are any changes. All right, will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Ramasubramanian.
Yes.
Councilmember Pulaski.
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin.
Aye.
Councilmember Brennan.
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes,
5 ayes.
resolution passes 2026-9, sponsored by Councilmember Belowski.
A resolution appointing persons to the Zoning Board of Appeals.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this one? All right. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Ramasam Ramanian,
Yes.
Councilmember Belowski,
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin,
Aye.
Councilmember Brennan,
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes.
5 ayes.
Resolution passes. 2026-9, sponsored by Councilmember Belowski. No, I'm sorry. Sponsored by, 20, are we on 20, on 9 or am I on
10.
8?
10.
10.
Okay, sorry. I
10.
didn't put my check mark. It screwed me up. 2026-10, sponsored by Councilmember Belowski.
A resolution appointing persons to the Planning Board and Zoning Commission.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Rama Subramanian,
Yes.
Councilmember Belowski,
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin,
Aye.
Councilmember Brennan,
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes.
5 ayes.
The resolution passes on to 2026-11, sponsored by Councilmember Belowski.
A resolution appointing individuals to the Tree Council.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this?
One quick question. There are only 3 individuals listed, so there are a lot of openings on the tree council right now.
I think it's when their terms are up and they're
Oh,
staggered.
okay. So these people are being renewed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Any other discussion? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Rama Subramanian,
Yes.
Councilmember Belowski,
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin,
Aye.
Councilmember Brennan,
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes.
5 ayes.
The resolution passes on to 2026-12, sponsored by Councilmember Belowski.
A resolution appointing an individual to the Architectural Review Board.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this? Will the clerk? oh, go
Okay.
ahead.
I'm very sorry to be like
No, that's
nitpicky
good.
about
This
this.
is really good.
The resolution says an individual.
I was just gonna say.
Oh,
and
oh.
There are 2 individuals.
2 individuals.
Okay.
So let's do a
Appointing
motion
individual.
to approve as amended.
It's just a typo.
It's a typo.
Typo, so it's
Yeah.
good? Okay. All right. Thank you, council member. I think I got a second. on that.
Bill.
Okay.
Mhm.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Ramasam Ramanian,
Yes.
Councilmember Belowski,
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin,
Aye.
Councilmember Brennan,
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes.
5 ayes.
Resolution passes 2026-13, sponsored by Councilmember Belowski.
A resolution appointing individuals to the Conservation Advisory Council and the Climate Smart Communities Task Force and designating Chair and Climate Smart Communities Coordinator.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this? All right. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Rama Subramanian,
Yes.
Councilmember Belowski.
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin.
Aye.
Councilmember Brennan.
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes.
5 ayes.
Resolution passes on to 2026-14, sponsored by Councilmember Belowski.
A resolution appointing the Chair of the Zoning Board of Appeals.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Rama Subramanian.
Yes.
Councilmember Belowski.
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin.
Aye.
Councilmember Brennan.
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes.
5 ayes.
Resolution passes 2026-15, sponsored by Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
A resolution appointing a bond for the town officials and employees.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Ramasam Ramanian.
Yes.
Councilmember Belowski.
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin.
Aye.
Councilmember Brennan.
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes.
5 ayes.
The resolution passes on to 2026-16, sponsored by Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
A resolution amending the rules for procedures for committees of the town board.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
This has, I'll send you over a clean version so you guys can see it, but I just wanted you to see the things that we had changed. We redistributed a little bit of the work and we're trying to maximize the expertise that we have on the new board by making sure that Ashok has his hands in some of the environmental pieces, which really are linked well to water. So we're looking to make the environmental component, although it will inherently be connected to economic development and planning, we feel that this is a great area for us to connect and it'll inherently create some better communication between those two committees as well anyway. So we made those changes. I also added the assistant comptroller that we have as a member, just so that we have a second person that can come in the event that the comptroller cannot make the meeting. And I changed the name of the senior civil engineer to the town engineer, which we are looking to hire. It will be a senior civil engineer, but we're hoping to fill that position this year. And moved the chair of the Conservation Advisory Council, which had previously been in economic development, over to that committee as well. But as I said, we will still have a lot of integration between the two committees. Highway Parks, I updated recreation because we really call it community programs now. We don't really call it recreation. In fact, a lot of our club sports take over a lot of our recreation except for soccer. So I thought that that was a better way to represent things. And then just made sure that we picked up on all of the things that this committee covers, and it's a lot. The other thing that I did was I moved the town historian over to this committee. We are approaching the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence this year, and I imagine that we will have some community programming around that, and I think it would be beneficial to have her more connected to community programs while we plan some of those events. I think they would be able to offer a lot of support for that. The economic development that used to be called, it was like the longest, most difficult name to say. We switched that one over to economic development planning and land use, which I think is a bit of a larger umbrella, and it's meant to encompass all of what they're doing there. The other thing that we did was we kind of broke this committee up because it's a lot of discussion-oriented topics, and a lot of overviews of some heavier subcommittees that report to this group. So we wanted to make sure that nothing got the short end of the stick as far as time during the committees. So us breaking this up into other areas will give us a little bit of an easier time making sure that we get through things and that people don't have to leave, because it does tend to be a long meeting. But as I said, I'm also hoping that this is going to increase communication between the committees and between the departments. Those are the major changes. I think for police and public safety, we were making sure to integrate some of our complete streets topics, because coming up on this year, we have a lot of times we're talking sidewalks and things that are more planning oriented. Lately, we've been talking Safe on 7. We've been talking about the speed limit in Old Niskuna. So I think it would be helpful for Complete Streets to send reports to the committee so that we have an overview of what they've been over during their committee meetings, so that we can, have them to support the initiatives that we know the town is really interested in pursuing. So
Supervisor, so we had the water sewer environment meeting, committee meeting in the morning, and and I don't have my ducks in order fully on this, but the town planner mentioned that for like certain grant application things, it makes more sense for the CAC to remain under the Economic Development Committee, and or rather and just the climate smarts piece be under this.
So I think that's where we had confusion, because we combined those, did we not? CAC and Climate Smarts, we combined like a year and a half ago. I think that's why we had a little bit of trouble, because the Conservation Advisory Council is sort of the overarching body of Climate Smarts community. So if we want to do it that way, that works for me. We would just need to articulate that. So I think we had talked about the CAC giving, when it's appropriate, giving their presentations at the Economic Development Committee meeting when they had sort of something to talk about that was relevant to what the planning discussions. I think we're still going to do that, but we were going to have the chair of the Conservation Advisory Council, which I think is Climate Smart's chair as well, right?
Coordinator.
So maybe he can, even though he's the chair of the Conservation Advisory Council, he'll be wearing his subcommittee Climate Smart Community hat during that one. That makes sense.
He's going to go to both.
He's going to go to both. Yeah. So I think we're covered. But if we want to go through a month or two and we want to revisit this and adjust it, I'm completely fine with that. We can always do another motion. We can always have another resolution to amend it.
The one correction I may propose, like based on our discussion, is in the membership of the Sarah's committee, economic development. Currently, the CAC chair is struck off in item 7.
Yeah.
So that could be like
Reinstated.
Reinstate.
Does that sound like
Yeah.
something everyone's okay with?
Yeah.
So as amended, I can add that, or should we wait till next month and approve it now and then add it back in? We can amend it?
So so that would be a voting member that would be on there. So they don't have to be an
Yeah, they still
official
can-
member. They can participate, but be the voting member on the other committee. I don't know.
Does that make sense? So like when we have things to address where we're voting,
Mhm.
I think it's mostly minutes, right?
Yeah.
It's mostly minutes, so it wouldn't hurt to have them on both, I don't think, because then they can vote on the minutes for both. Does that make sense?
It's easier to have the quorum to.
Yeah. you'd have
Yeah.
to Make
Yeah.
sure that it doesn't mess up a quorum, but.
So by having them on both, will that mess thing? Oh, right, because we can't do we all. I was thinking more members
Do
would
we
be.
know if the person who's in that role can attend both?
Yeah,
Yes.
that we did confirm that
Yeah.
DK Dot Strayer can indeed attend both.
He's planning to.
I mean, I'm just gonna say from my perspective and doing this for a long time, I think it doesn't make sense to have them on 2 and to just put them on whatever one it's gonna be. But
So
I mean, there's no other
I'm thinking
committee that has
Why
2
don't-
different committees.
why don't we leave him just as the one person on, on the water, sewer, engineering, and environmental, since he wears both hats on that one, right? And then for this, we already know he's going to attend, and he'll be able to give kind of his overview of, it would be, I
I just
assume,
wouldn't count towards the quorum or.
right. And
vote
I
on
don't think we
minutes, but he
typically
can
have
come.
trouble getting a quorum there. Yeah, so I feel like it's okay. He can be, so the difference is just in the voting on the minutes. And I think what Elena's saying is that if he's already a member as like an outside committee member on one internal committee, then maybe it makes sense to just keep that consistent instead of. I don't know. I think so.
She should
Yeah.
probably come up to the podium,
Yeah.
so it's captured.
Make sure that's on. I don't know if it is. And then just, here, come up here.
Well, I'll just talk to Leland.
Okay.
Because we've been talking to Dart a lot, and Sarah and Ashok, and what we talked about this morning is that Dart's coming to the engineering part as the Climate Smart Communities coordinator.
Yeah.
And then he would go to Sarah Belaski's meeting as the chairman of the CAC, because the CAC's real role is to review seeker. Seeker reviews don't really fall into the environmental things that we really talk about. Seeker is usually directly related to a planning board or a town board action. In which case, I think it would make sense for the seeker component to remain in the planning and land use, because seeker is all related to that. So he would be coming to Sarah's meeting as this chairman of the CAC, and then all of our initiatives come out of the CAC Climate Smart Communities Task Force through the Climate Smart Communities Task Force. That's how we get our grants. That's how we just got our sidewalk grant, is that we have to make sure that we're not losing that Climate Smart Communities Task Force.
We
name.
won't. It will just be that the environmental components of that will go through. So what we did include was Conservation Advisory Council declarations are a part of your committee. That's a part of the description of your committee.
Right.
So all we're talking about right now is the membership that he votes so that he's there to vote on minutes. It's not really
Yeah, I know,
Huge
but I'm
deal.
actually saying he has 2 different roles. So I think it would make
know.
sense to have him as a voting member on both boards. Sometimes we're lightly staffed at the economic development, planning, land use. But I mean,
if it makes sense,
for you
because it'll
guys.
help with the quorum, I'm okay with it. What I think Elena was just saying is that it's inconsistent with the way we've dealt with the other committees. Like we don't have, because we combined them.
Mhm. Which
And I don't remember the rationale for combining
You can
them.
always revisit it in a month or so and see.
Yeah, I don't understand what the purpose for the water, sewer, and engineering. Oh, because we're adding the environmental component to it?
Correct.
Even
And
though the
climate smart
environmental-
communities, we're hoping that we can combine some of the environmental and water issues, which is like, we're talking stormwater, we're talking sanitary sewer, we're talking water quality. All of those things kind of fall under an environmental umbrella. And we have Ashok's expertise in grant writing that we felt would be really beneficial for getting all of those things together. And then I don't know of another mechanism except for asking him to go to another public meeting to have interconnection between the two, communication that is. So if we had kept them separate, it would have been easier because he's wearing the hats on, although he wouldn't be able to wear the hats on both, right? They were separate. But we did, that was
So
the confusion, was that we combined the two into one kind of
I
committee.
feel like we defined the roles pretty well. I
You
think
do. It's just that we combined the committees. So now he's the head of one committee with two purposes, and we
Right.
don't have two separate committees. All I'm saying is that it's inconsistent to have a member, and we don't have any others that are members in both. That's
okay.
all.
Yeah, I just didn't
think
understand that. Yeah.
Procedurally, how it works out is he goes to both, and so he's serving the same role. It would just be more of whether or not we want to include him as someone who votes on minutes, which I'm fine with doing it.
Can we try that and like beta test it, even though it's new?
It's
That's not my
It's
choice.
okay with me. Do you guys want to do that? Okay, so we'll go under economic development, planning, and land use. We will reinstate item 7, which is the chair of the Conservation Advisory Council, who also happens to be the leader of the task force, Climate Smart Communities Task Force. So I will make a
I
motion.
actually have a couple other just
Okay,
comments.
yes, let's do
So
it.
under that same economic development, in all the other committees, the comptroller and assistant comptroller is listed. I know that this was taken from last year, so I don't know if it was an oversight from last year's.
It wasn't in, and I don't know why.
So that's what I'm saying. Maybe it was an oversight. I don't know.
Okay, but let's add, because
That's what
I
I-
thought there was a purpose behind
Usually-
it.
No,
but-
I don't think that there's a purpose. And then in that line, under finance, you have comptroller, but not assistant comptroller listed next to it. So I don't know if you want to add that to be consistent with.
Okay,
if Kara's
so
sick, Janet can fill in. kind of
let's
thing.
go through so that you guys understand the changes so under economic development, planning, and land use, it would be updated to reflect the reinstatement of the chair of the Conservation Advisory Council,
Mhm.
and we would add comptroller. I'm not sure why it wasn't added before. It might have just been something that wasn't updated, even though it was an oversight.
it was an
There,
oversight,
because I
yeah.
think they always go anyway, but, and we would add the comptroller / assistant comptroller to that list of members. And under Finance and General Government Committee, under item 4 comptroller, we would add assistant comptroller to that to be consistent with the other committees.
Okay.
Do you want to make the motion? to
Made a
amend?
motion.
Yes, so I will make a motion to make the amendments as described.
I'll second that.
Do I need an all in favor on that? Or,
You
do I
usually
do
do
that?
roll call, don't you?
yeah,
Michelle?
yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Councilmember Rama Subramanian,
Yes.
Councilmember Brolowski,
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin.
Aye.
Councilmember Brennan.
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes,
5 ayes on the amendment.
all right, and then do I pass the?
Resolution as amended.
All right, and then I'll make a motion for 2026-16. Do I have a second on that resolution?
As amended.
As amended.
As amended.
Second as amended.
Okay, will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Rama Subramanian.
Pardon me, like,
So procedurally, what happens is we do a motion to amend,
Then it's
meaning like the
changed.
proposed amendments are passed by vote, and then you actually have to vote on the resolution as amended.
okay,
I didn't know either that, but I have her sitting next to me.
okay, yes.
Okay. Councilmember Brolowski.
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin.
Aye.
Councilmember Brennan.
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes,
5 ayes.
all right, resolution passes. Although, what am I looking at here? Okay. Resolution 2026-17.
A res-
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
A resolution designating a chair to the Board of Ethics for 2026.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
No changes here. John's been great. Any further discussion? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Rama Subramanian.
Yes.
Councilmember Brolowski.
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin.
Aye.
Councilmember Brennan.
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes.
5 ayes.
All right, the resolution passes. 2026-18, sponsored by Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
A resolution authorizing the supervisor to enter into a renewal agreement for insurance coverage for the town.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Council members Rama Subramanian,
Yes.
Councilmember Blasky,
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin.
Aye.
Councilmember Brennan.
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes.
5 ayes.
The resolution passes. 2026-19, resolution amending the salary schedule for part-time employees for 2026.
A resolution amending part-time non-represented employee salary for 2026.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
So this was an error, I believe, in the clerk's office, just an oversight.
There's three.
Were there?
Yeah.
Which ones?
Give me a second and I'll find it. That the clerk's office was just.
Not correct.
Yeah, it was wrong carryover from last year.
So this is
Um,
30. Michelle Carroll.
Julie
Mhm.
Lore,
Yep, Julie.
Julie's incorrect?
it was, it's correct
Mhm.
now.
Oh, okay. So the corrected are in
And-
there.
Yeah, the corrected, it's all in there corrected. And then Gary Russell.
Where's Gary? Okay.
So they were just, my understanding is that they were just wrong rates carried over
They
from
pulled
last
over.
year.
Okay, great. I'm glad we caught it before we got too far in. Any other discussion? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Ramaswamy Subramanian.
Yes.
Councilmember Blasky.
Yes.
Councilmember McPartlin.
Abstain.
Councilmember Brennan.
Yes.
Supervisor Cassidy Dorian.
Yes.
4 ayes.
Resolution passes. At this time, I'd like to make a motion to call for a public hearing regarding changes to town code regarding the utility rates, the water and 2 sewer districts.
We're not going to change town code. We're just going to change the utility rates.
That's part of the hearing.
You can't do that then.
Then just do the rates.
I would just do the rates. If you're going to change the code, we have to actually have all of the corrections.
We could do that
put out
later
a
in the year.
resolution with the corrections. It'll be March before you get to change anything.
That's
if you do it
okay.
that way.
It's really more just to clean it up because it should have been changed a long time ago. So it's
That's-
not, it shouldn't affect
I'm just saying, we
it.
can't, you can change the rates, you can't change the code in the
Okay,
time
so
period you
then-
want to do it.
So we'll do, yeah, that's okay. We'll do a motion to call for a public hearing regarding changes to the utility rates.
Yep.
And I just need a second.
Second.
Is this water and sewer rates, Supervisor?
So these are the ones that Ref Tellis did. And it was, I think I had a conversation with Ref Tellis like a day before I was leaving. And I just didn't want to, it would have been a mess if we rushed it. I really also want everybody to understand so that we have a lot, like a body of knowledge. So right now what I'm going to do is put the rates into the public hearing notice, but at the finance committee meeting, we'll have Raf Tellis give a presentation on the financial model that they created, the background, the kinds of things that we can change and tweak, how he sees us moving forward, the impacts of our capital projects. I think it would be great for us. We'll have it recorded. We can put it on the website for the residents to take a look at before the public hearing. Doing the motion like this just gives us a chance to talk about it before the public hearing. So if we, want to make changes before we approve them, they will still be retroactive to January 1st, except they don't get billed until the fall. So we have a little bit of a cushion, but we kind of want to get it buttoned up so that people have an idea about what the rates are going to be as they use the water.
And the date for the public hearing will be one of
Yeah.
these previously scheduled.
The public hearing will be the January, is it 27th? The 27th meeting. So we'll have the public hearing as a part of, it usually is like right before we do the public comment. And so anyone coming to just specifically talk about the rates can do it then.
Okay, that's January 27th. So Raftalis will make the presentation, then the public.
Yeah, so I want them to make it early so that we could have a chance for everyone to kind of digest and
Okay.
ask questions. And I just feel like the more we can kind of spread it out to give everyone some brain space to go through some of it's complicated. He presents it in a very, you'll be able to understand it, but just in case you want to go back, he shared all of these documents and models with me. So you'll be able to play around with them and make some informed decisions. And I feel like that was a piece of what was missing the last time we did things. And I just want to make sure you have access to all the information so we are feeling good about our choices. Good.
Thank you.
Okay, so we will I'm going to plan to put the recommended rates per Raftalis. After there's a few tweaks we can make, so I'm going to discuss it with the water and sewer superintendent, acting water and sewer superintendent this week. And then once he kind of gives me an okay, have a second look at it, have the comptroller take a look at it, I'm going to put those rates in the public hearing. However, because we have access to these models, we can take public comment and the feedback, and I can show you the things that can be changed in the model to make things redistribute differently. And so we'll put those in there and we'll hear, and then we can kind of vote on things with all the information. And then if you want to schedule some time with Raf Tellis, if you have questions, he's been really great. So he says anybody that wants to have a call, or he usually does a Zoom, and he's been really great with that. So just let me know. I'm happy to give you his contact info.
Thank you.
Okay, so I don't know how to do this one. That's
Say
it.
what
I
they
just
are.
say it.
Say 'em.
Okay, so we have several appointments. The first one, and we had our swearing in for our deputy town supervisor, Corey Oswald. Corey, I have known for a number of years. I think actually at least one other board member has known him for a very long time as well. He is a super huge Niskayuna nerd like I am. He's referred to as the mayor of Niskayuna. So I thought, there could not be a more appropriate role for you unless it were my job, right? So I am so happy to bring him on. He is ready to go. He has experience with the Booster Club, which operates with Robert's Rules as well. So if he ever needed to take over a meeting, he would understand the procedural components of it. And he has, already offered to help with a number of different projects. And I know I'm looking forward to working with him. I'm happy to have you here. Yeah. And then we also have our confidential secretary, my confidential secretary, Kelly DiArpino. I feel ridiculous calling you a secretary because you do so much more. I'm just like thrilled with how much you've stepped up, and every day we're just getting through more and more. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of these things kind of come to fruition as we button things up little bits at a time anyways. The other thing that's a little bit new, and I mentioned to this in the comments, is I'm appointing a budget officer. This in the past, and I didn't know this at the time because I came in kind of in a whirlwind in the middle of the first budget process. But in the past, the comptroller has really taken over the whole budget cycle. But the supervisor is the designated budget officer. So I really just kind of wrapped my hands around it and went gangbusters with it, and did the same thing this past year. And I would really very much like to hand the process over to our comptroller, who loves budgeting and spreadsheets as much as I do, which is sort of ridiculous to say, but it's really true. And so I would like to make this more of a formal appointment, because in my mind, if we're not spelling that out, it comes back to me. And while I know I'm going to have my hands thick into this budget, I know she loves it as much as I do, and I could certainly use the help and kind of taking some things off of my plate. So I'm very happy to appoint our comptroller, Kara Parks, as the budget officer. It won't be really a change from the things we've done prior to me being here, but it's just a little bit more formal as an appointment. The receiver of taxes has appointed her deputy receiver of taxes, Lois Machino. She's been here for many years. She does an amazing job. The residents love her. And the town clerk has her first deputy town clerk, Michelle Carroll, the deputy town clerk and deputy registrar as Diane O'Donnell, and the deputy town clerk too as Maura Castle. And all of those are existing employees, and they've been wonderful. Saved us a whole lot of money,
Yes.
and they are motoring through their work too. So we're happy to have them.
A quick clarification, please. In the last page of the handout, Diane O'Donnell is listed as deputy town clerk. And in the agenda, there are two titles listed: deputy town clerk and deputy registrar.
Yeah.
So the hourly rate is for the first role.
It's really for both. She has the two designations because then she can do more. She can sign things and do more formal things with the
She
second
can sign birth
designation.
certificates and death certificates as a
Okay.
registrar.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
good question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
a
you
little
for
funky
that.
the way that
Yeah.
the clerk has you have all kinds of designations. Okay. So what do we think? Any questions on anything here? Any other discussion? I think this is always a weird meeting, I feel like. Look, you smiled. Okay. I will then adjourn our very first meeting as this board. I will make a motion, and I'd love a second.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, guys, there it is. We made it through.